We're joined now by Peter McGuire, who's the Chief Executive Officer at XM Australia, joining us this morning. Good morning, Peter. Thank you for joining us on Market Cafe. This is Cheryl on the other side. I'll come first straight to you on the OPEC Joint Committee recommendation. 6 lakh barrels per day is what they're recommending for a cut in the oil production. But do you think that this will suffice, and do you think that they will actually come into consensus on this particular cut, since Russia is not agreeing to it for now?
Well, good morning. They're very interesting questions. We all know that Russia, they're sitting on the sidelines. They're giving it a couple more days to really deliberate and see what the effect is. And probably the headline number as far as coronavirus and new cases and deaths. So they may prompt Saudi Arabia to look at further cuts or deeper cuts. We understand the demand destruction as far as China and globally, and what impact that's having in crude prices. We all understand, from a graph perspective, it's been a big washout. We've seen a little bit of a correction, and now waiting, I think, over the weekend, certainly, to see if Russia's prepared to move and actually agree to those 600,000.
Right, Peter, and thanks for joining us again. What kind of impact do you think this could have on the pricing that we've seen? We've seen a tremendous slide lately, and some people believe it's a bit exaggerated, and that once Chinese demand picks up a fair bit and coronavirus concerns alleviate themselves, that we could see a rebound. Do you think this might be the catalyst or the move that's really required to buck the trend?
Well, first off, we've got two things. We don't know how long coronavirus is going to last, and that's an unknown, so that puts fear into the market. And if we're still talking about coronavirus in a week or a month, then that's going to really unsettle markets further. The second point is how many deaths and the contagion effect Japanese tourists on Japanese boats in Japanese harbours, Southeast Asia, what impact it has to the greater market. So the fear factor really hasn't been ratcheted up yet, and I think that crude is a wonderful barometer of fear. So we've just got to wait and turn and see what impact it has on a big scale and whether they can contain the virus. So there's the issue at hand. And while the numbers grow, that creates the uncertainty from a trading perspective.
Right. And from a trading standpoint, do you think that at current levels, given everything that's already priced in, that a fair bunch of traders would be looking to go long on crude from here on out, given that, the worst? I mean, if you look at just the news, it seems that, medical professionals are catching up with the virus. You also do know that there's a fair bit of negativity and pessimism priced in right now. So do you think it's a safe time to go long on oil, or would you still wait, or you feel that there's further downside?
Traders are all over it in the sense where they can short or long a position within seconds. So you can be long right now, and in 10 seconds' time you can be short. That's the beauty of the market. And many traders are looking at what are the inflection points. They're looking at technical analysis. They're looking at key price points. And, of course, the fundamental news coming into the market that's coming in constantly from news services across the world, like your own. So that creates the template that people look at trading and they go, right, do I need to be long? Well, I can be long right now, but I can be short this evening. And that truly is the effectiveness of the market. So as news gets punched out to the greater public and trading community, they in turn take a decision there and then. So, no one is going to go against the street, or no one's going to go against a trend. You don't want to be short when the market's trending up, and you don't want to be long when the market's trending down. So at the moment, they're trading short term and capitalising if they're on the right side of the market.